Hello, everyone. I am currently doing a little thinking about what's going to perhaps happen on the new moon in the Scorpio season, but it's actually in Scorpio, so that's interesting. Just wanted to do the thing where I come live and I talk about what I see. I talk about what I see. Okay, so let's get going. This new moon is going to happen on the 4th of November, which is kind of exciting. Turn down this music a little bit so it doesn't disturb us. And at the moment of this new moon precisely, we look at, let's see, Jupiter almost exactly conjunct the ascendant. Okay. So Jupiter is associated with expansion, truth. Sometimes it's it's a moment of far-reaching truth, far-reaching ideas and expansion. Though it is an Aquarius, where it is being constricted a great deal by Saturn, very controlled. But yeah, I do expect that this new moon to be something related to the ideas and communicating truth, around truth. So let's look at the sun. That's the best place to begin, I believe. That's the best place to begin. We have the sun now in Scorpio, and it's at 12 degrees. So it's, if 10 is a third and 15 is half, we're in that, we're in the almost dead center part of Scorpio. But basically, we're right in the middle of Scorpio season. Things are transforming, things are unearthing, things are starting to begin their descent, if you will. And the moon and the sun are going to be exactly together. So the moon will not be visible. You will not be able to see her. So nights are going to be pretty dark. The what is reflected back at us, our emotionality, is going to be in a place of perhaps like a hiddenness. Though I don't know how true that is, because Uranus is opposing it. So it's like, yes, there's this very subtle, private emotionality, this desire to release the things that are not working for you. You want to let them go. But you're feeling this restriction, this trapped thing is happening. Man, but there's some energy there to move because Mars is in Scorpio. So there's this pressure, there's this building pressure and tension, there's this constriction. This is an interesting time. And then Uranus is on the other side, almost exactly being like, let's do this. Let's fucking change this. There's some interesting energy coming up. Woo! I do think that there's gonna be truth, though. I feel very confident about that. There's gonna be like a truth, a message, something that needs to be shared. But there's this intense energy to accomplish strategically what needs to happen. It's a little tough, though. It's a little tough and restricty. Man, I think Chiron is also in conjunct the. That's really interesting. Yeah, it's very much a T-square moment. Oh, shoot. This is a lot easier to do whenever I'm talking to people as opposed to just super general things, because then we can tell more specific stories and we can consult the stars and ask more specific questions. But yeah, the predominant note I'm getting is this want, this need, this drive to flow in a specific direction, and there's just like obstruction to it. More obstruction more blocking, more tension. But even so, the revolution must happen. There's this like sense of, yes, you want to go this way. Yes, I want to stop you. And then this other thing is, don't care, we're doing this now. There's this big, tense thing happening, this big changing thing. So for me, I'm trying to think ahead what I might experience personally, because the Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius sections of my charts are pretty much related to how like I get from A to B, what work I'm doing, and why I'm doing that work. Those are like the three big ways it affects my chart. So I'm just like, Jesus, there's going to be some tension and some frustration, and I'm going to have to just batten down the hatches, like if this ship is going to sail, I'm going to have to be on it. I'm going to have to be on it. And I'm hopeful that I can do that. But there's something coming up for me lately. It's like a sadness, what's the point, this desire to be like conservative and playing it safe. And I understand I want to be strategic. I don't want to play chess willy-nilly. If my life is a game of chess, I want to be calculated and intentional, and I want to win. But the thing for me that I'm realizing is winning involves us all being together. It involves the community of humans uniting and serving each other in a way that is hopefully delicious, and nutritious and wonderful and peaceful. Man, that's what I really want. That's what I really want. Am I trying to contribute to that? Yes. What are the ways that I'm doing that? Well, what are the actions that I have to take, that are essential for me to take in order to have a pleasant experience? Because right now it's like I feel like I'm a bit, what is the word? There's capacity, but lack of drive to accomplish things, which is, it's a bit problematic. It's a bit problematic. But I'm attempting to do the things I said I was going to do, right? I'm attempting. I'm choosing to face the world as best as I can, moment to moment. Taking care of my body is something that is like a baseline, right? I can always come back to that. If I have a window in the day, maybe I can explore a cool television show. Maybe I can exercise. Maybe I can stretch. Maybe I can do both at the same time. What do I really need to do? I need to eat greens. I need to have all the right bits of food. This is a noble cause, taking care of myself. Taking care of myself, doing what needs to be done, getting things accomplished, being a person of my word, not spreading myself too thin, respecting my boundaries, like the act of living, staying a while, being here and now is a noble cause. And I invite people to remember that during this time. During this time of tension. There's an idea for the T-square that you must release it in a specific way. It's if there's all this tension going on in the heavens, then you look to the place where the natural open space is. So if there's a point here that's tense, here and here, in order to complete it, you would go to this side, that direction. And I'm not sure how effective that is, but I'll postulate it and you can try it out and see. The place to step up for me in my chart would be in my time alone, in my bad spirits, in my mental health issues, in my addiction-prone, escapist areas of life, right? Because we all have our things we don't want to look at. What can I do to really just be present and be integral for myself? How can I can I do that? So the challenge for me would be to play on, share my art, share my creative expression. Just let it out. Just be doing this now. Be trying to create something that's of value. Trying to support the idea that I really enjoy astrology and I like talking to people about their chart. Wondering if it's too much gibberish to appeal to anyone anyways. But over and over and over, conversation after conversation, getting confirmed that there's something to it. Unless people are just not willing to be honest with me. But I mean, I've blind tested it. I need to be interacting with people, but how can I interact with people unless they know what I do? What is it that I should do? Applying for different work, looking for connection, sharing my truth. What about you? What about you? What are you going to do? Venus is going to move out of Sag soon. So let's look at some of the changes to expect over the next few days. So as we move, okay, so yeah, Venus is in Capricorn. Mercury is moving into Scorpio. Yay. That's fun. So our conversations are going to get a little more lit, a little more heat, a little more spikiness, which is nice. I'm a fan of the spiky communication. I like to get to the bottom of things. I do indeed. So by what day is this? By the 6th, we've got Mercury in Scorpio, Venus in Capricorn. So the lovey-dovey has moved it into the intense and long-lasting structure. So my Capricorn rising friends are going to get a little facelift, which is nice. I can think of a few of them. A Cap rising energy. I have two coworkers. Well, one coworker, an adjacent coworker. In a sense, I suppose. But Jupiter's picking up a little speed. Can't wait for Jupiter to get out of Aquarius, but I'm choosing to not honor that wish by indulging it. I will indulge a different wish. I will indulge the fact that since Jupiter right now is in Aquarius, I need to give focus and energy and respect this time of being stripped of everything that is unnecessary. All the ideas that I have that are not serving me around work, around health, may I be groomed and removed. I know Jupiter is having a hard time, but prune me. That's been sort of the story that I'm telling. Like, what isn't for me, take it away. What isn't for me, take it away. What isn't for me, take it away. So we keep moving through this. We're waiting for the moon to be on the other side of the sun. That's when we stop and we do the next one. Yeah, this moon's gonna float. Anything crazy? I mean, probably it looks like, when does this Saturn-Uranus square start? Really heavy. Yeah, certainly the square is no joke. Does it like have an exact aspect? Okay, it's starting to heat up. That day could be interesting. The 10th of November, because the moon is going to be sitting on Saturn. Jesus. A constricting day. My moon Saturn people, it's particularly interesting, challenging, mystical placement. Illusion, and rigid boundaries. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting thing. Man. Okay. Yeah, we're nearing that time. What do I want to say about this? Is any of this valuable? Is there anything more that I need to relay? It's Scorpio season, y'all. It's Scorpio season. It's time to do what needs to be done. It's time to do what needs to be done. Even if it's tough. Even if it's tough. But I don't know. I'm excited about the Neptune trining the Sun period. I'm excited about that. So for my chart, it's likely that that is going to be a very, very dissolving day, a very humanitarian day, a very emotionally connected dream of a day. November 12th. What day of the week is that? It's going to be November the 12th will be a Friday. Yeah, probably be at work. I'm trying to work at 2 restaurants at the same time right now. Trying to try new things, spice it up. We'll see what happens, won't we? I feel like it's hard for people with Aries placements. So Chiron is basically sitting at 9 degrees, kind of near, it's conjunct-ish the ruler of my chart. There's this wounded healer thing happening in my chart around like other people, communicating with other people. It's like a lot of my energy right now is going towards that, helping other people with their individuality. Like recently I was talking to this guy who, he's an Aquarius rising. It's a tough time. It's a tough time for fixed signs, but he was basically saying that my philosophies and ideas were somehow like rose colored, and I'm like, excuse you? Like, there's nothing rose colored about my behaviors. I am not floating from joyous moment to joyous moment, oblivious to reality. No, I'm trying to live my life very much in alignment with reality. I have Saturn in Aquarius. The dreamy ideas were very much restricted, and it's not a bad thing. Having your ideas and philosophies restricted is helpful in some regard. That's why Saturn is said to, I believe, have its rulership there. The stuff that actually is necessary only, not a bad place for Aquarian ideas, because some Aquariuses have a lot of ideas that are needing probably to be removed, but good luck trying to get that energy to go. Good luck trying to change an Aquarian's mind. There's only one way to do it, and that is to model unapologetically what you think the better solution is and literally not back down at all. Otherwise, it will never work. They have to be completely bamboozled in order to change their mind. They have to realize, oh my God, I completely fucked up. Otherwise, it will not happen. That's common of fixed energy. They have to know that they're wrong. They have to know that they're wrong. No one can know it for them. But okay, well, I think this is pretty much all I was gonna say. I know it's a kind of a tougher, energetic, less optimistic kind of a thing, but it's the truth of kind of how I feel. So just trying to share what you guys could experience in this sort of intuitive, conversational way. I don't think astrology really works. At least I haven't found it to work. I don't have the capacity to predict like moment to moment events. I can, if I spend a lot of time and effort, like recently, I was going to get together with some friends in Austin. We were going to do like a little bit of like a ritual ceremony kind of a thing. And I just sort of looked at the stars and I was like, when do I think this is actually going to happen? Or when might be the best time for this to happen? And it was down to like a few minutes, like a 10-minute window for that day. So it's like, is it the stars, or is it just me knowing my friends, or is it a combination of the two? Are the stars how I know my friends? I don't know, but it was a good moment. It was a good moment. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my day, but I'm really, really want to be a good steward and really do what it is necessary. And I believe that is the message for this new moon. So, blessings, love, light, and the snake's bite to you.